Hello. How is everybody?
Bunch of people here already.
Is there? Who all do we have? Happy Inches Little Homestead, Lauren Inn, Samson Farms, Mama Z's, Pathways, White Family Farm. Hello everybody. Just trying to get everything set up here. Weekend flew by as usual.
It always does.
Oh well.
Spring break for kids.
It's kind of cold.
It was kind of cold, wasn't it?
Nathan's
Yeah.
first one to notice.
Scouts.
Garden on Gemstone. Hello. Heaven's Essentials. Bonnie Guffey.
Yeah, they haven't seen it yet, so
Yeah.
we've had a few days to get used to it around here.
There's only been 3 outsiders that have seen it. So
When did you do that? Was it Friday night?
something like that.
Can't remember.
I mean, I say outsiders, anybody that's not family.
Right.
So. Brenda. I'm supposed to say it like that. Who's the new guy? Yep.
Yeah. Looks a little different, doesn't he? A lot different. A lot
I
different.
thought maybe I'd look younger, but it didn't work. It's all gonna be gray when it comes back.
It is all gray.
There's just a little bit of dark there.
Yep. There's a bunch of gray under there.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't turn gray, it turns loose, so I'll take the gray. Yeah, it's cold, windy, drizzly today.
Yeah, it was really nice during the week, and then
Yeah.
this weekend
At
was
him.
pretty cold and wet.
Yeah, it wasn't real motivating to get out there and do anything. Still did. But y'all won't see any of that. We didn't film anything.
I know. It was rainy the whole time.
Yeah,
really
we
want
just-
the camera out in the... Well, not. I guess it wasn't totally rainy today.
Jeff?
It was wet. Yeah, where's the real John?
It's the real me.
You don't do that very often.
No,
It's very rare, actually.
nobody knew. I didn't even really know I was going to do it. I was going to cut my hair. And I decided, what the heck.
Just shave it all off.
If I do have to shave it all off, this is it's a little easier to go from this than as far as a shock.
Is it?
Yeah. What was this, shocking?
Yes. It was shocking.
Yeah. Actually, I walked in after I did it. Well, she saw it because she come back here and help me clean up the mess, but the kids didn't know. And then the oldest one's boyfriend was over here.
Yeah.
I walked in the living room, sat down.
Everybody.
None of the girls noticed. No,
No.
he was the first one to notice.
Yeah.
He was like,
Like, what?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's different. It'll be back like it was within a couple weeks.
Well, it could.
It grows
I guess.
fast.
It does grow pretty fast.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't shave it all the way off. I didn't take a razor to it.
Yeah. You haven't done that yet. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Happy Valley.
Oh, your mom's asking if any dog alarms last night.
No,
We didn't hear any. If they
no.
ran into that fence, we don't know.
Yep, cat. It's gone.
Yeah.
So it'll be back. I say it'll be back. It'll be back at some point, as long as I don't have to take the rest of it off.
Yeah, you should.
So, Heathstead, hello. Yeah. So did everybody see what the plan is for tonight? I figure, with everything that's going on, we've talked about food storage and all kinds of things in the past, but here recently we talked about, kind of how to come up with some of those numbers, and everybody showed interest in, trying to determine what the
How
method.
much they need, yeah.
Yep. So I figured tonight we'll actually bring up the calculator
Yeah.
and have you all.
Kira's just got
Kira's
here and
little
realized,
shot.
like, wait.
But we'll actually bring up the calculator and we'll punch in your information. So it's based off of how many adults and how many children under 7 and under is kind of what we go, because
Right.
it's caloric intake is what's based off of. And then, we can talk about how much time we want to, do. The context for this is, it's not, I think right now with what a lot of people are concerned about, it's not focusing on like a year's worth of food.
Right.
I mean, that can be overwhelming. Yeah, it's a good idea to get there, but you're not going to get there real quickly.
Right.
Most people won't get there real quickly unless they go into debt, or they just have the cash reserves or the time and the space and all that things to do that. Let's talk about, let's look at a window that's relevant to, meeting a goal now. Is it I need to do a couple weeks or 1 month? Something like that. We can put that in there. Do we just want it's labeled in by months, but we can do a half a month, 2 weeks, right? Yeah. We can do one adult, any combination. We can do 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Even give you and it by default it shows what the year need is per adult and per child. So we don't even have to punch in that. But this spreadsheet, another spreadsheet, it actually, you can put in what you need, how much you already have, what the cost of each one is per unit, whatever that is, and it'll tell you what you still need to purchase, what the cost would be, that type of thing. So there's a little bit of flexibility with it, but we'll put in there for what do you want? What numbers do you want? Do you want 2 adults for 12 months? Do you want an adult, 3 kids for 2 weeks?
Or the 8 weeks that
8
you keep
weeks,
hearing that number, and then you
whatever, with the stuff that's going on, what you think will help you meet your goals, and it just gives you an idea. And this is a very there's a lot of items on here, but there's a lot of flexibility in it. So it's grouped into grains, fats and oils, legumes, things like that, and you can mix and match, right? It's about having a little bit of variety and diversity, but meeting all your nutritional needs. So first time we bring it up here and look at it, we'll talk through it a little bit. And it's not a set in stone. Not everything that you'll ever need is on here. And you can take things out. It's a good starting spot. So I figure we'd do that and just kind of give you an idea of quantities you'd be looking at for whatever combination that you want, right? And of course, if you do 1 month, you just multiply that times 12, and that gives you a year's worth.
Right.
So, what I'll do is when I pop this up, this will be for each individual, right? We'll say, hey, this is for Be Oily. I'll bring it up for you for 3 adults, and I'll try to give you. We got a little bit of a delay here, but I'll try to give you 5 or 10 seconds a minimum,
right,
to try to screenshot it, and then you've got that information. We'll look at it just a little bit, hit some of the highlights, but be prepared whenever try to bring yours up. If you've got a way to screenshot your phone or computer or whatever, grab that, and now you've got the list right there with you. So,
right. Hey, Jen, and I am assuming Jim.
GDP
Farmer
in here?
Meemaw, yep, and GDP.
Yep. So
probably some more I've missed. Southern Blessed Homestead.
Yeah, so
They need a chart so they know how much to grow.
Well, you're going to get it. So
right now.
So we're going to bring that up for everybody.
So Be Oily put 3 adults, but it didn't say how long. So that's
what So put in there how long.
How long do you want to?
How long do you want this number? Let's give you a real calculator, an example of what goal you want to set for you and your household.
Yeah.
Because I can change it every time. It's literally just I don't have to go through and crunch the numbers. I punch in a number and boom, there it is. So we can get that specific for what you want.
Yep. And also, Kat put 7 kids, but aren't some of them older than 7? Because we'll want to calculate.
Yeah. So the kids over 7 go in as an adult. So be sure it's children 7 and under. Everybody else is an adult. So.
Or how much they eat. If you got a 6-year-old that's going to eat like a
yeah,
teenage boy,
if you want to calculate it all as adults, it just gives you that much more. So, Bonnie Guffey says 3 adults for 6 months.
Yep.
You got that one? You got the cats?
Yep.
All right.
And the Be Oily. They had 3 adults. I just didn't know how long, but we could do 1 month and they can
Yeah, be
multiply
oily
as
if
much
you're
as
still
they
in
want.
here. Throw in how long you want. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of stores are out of eggs and stuff. So.
Yep. Fortunately, our chickens laid another 16 today.
Yeah,
So
they're picking back
16
up. 16
today, 17 yesterday. We're good.
Yep.
Number cruncher.
All right, so let's see here. Happy Valley, 3 children, 3 adults, 6 months.
I'm writing them down, so he'll get to everybody.
Cat wants 4 kids, 5 adults, 12 months. So 5 adults, 4 kids, 12 months.
Got it. Happy Valley is what I was trying to
Patty wants.
hang on, I'm not.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm still trying to get Happy Valley. 3 adults, 3 kids, 6
Yep.
months. Okay, who else?
Patty, Southern Blessed. 3 adults, but actually there's only 2 of us because Mac eats too much for 12 months. We could do 1 adult or 2 adults, 1 kid.
That's hilarious. All right.
Does maturity level factor in?
I think more how much you're going to eat. De-stress eat.
De-stress eat, yeah. All right, so let's bring this up here.
Yeah.
All right. So you should be seeing it now.
So our first one, I still haven't seen a time, so we can just do the 1 month.
Hey, Lacey. Welcome.
Be Oily asked for 3 adults. They didn't put a time, so we could just put
Yep.
1 month, and they can always add on
Yep, that's what we'll do.
as many months as they want to.
So Lacey just joined us. You didn't know we're going to punch in numbers for people here to see how many adults, how many kids, how many months, and they'll calculate the food storage. So this is the default. There's nothing in there, and it talks about your grains, which include wheat, flour, cornmeal. Now, remember that things like flour, cornmeal, grains that have been processed, they don't have as long of a storage. So that's why the lesser quantities. Now, wheat, whole oats, rice, pasta, dry things like that without the fats in it, they will store longer. Are you catching all? Let's see, there's another Simply Southern Roots. Got that one. All right, so let's go ahead and punch in the first one. So if you'll see that it says standard per adult per year, standard per child per year, and then we have over here. I pulled. This is usually one tall set of information. I pulled half of it over to the side so you can see it all on one screen. So your sugars, your milk, cooking essentials. Again, this is basics. This is kind of staples, right? This doesn't go into a lot of the variety that you'll want. When it talks about rice, you're going to want white rice. You can use jasmine or something that doesn't store quite as long. Things like brown rice does not store near as long. So do a little more research to see the storage of things and its shelf life. Hey, Natalie. Good to see you. All right, so who's our first one?
Be Oily had the 3 adults.
So we're just going to do 1 month?
1 month, because we didn't find out how many.
All right, so Be Oily. If you're still on here with us, we're doing 3 adults for 1 month. Go ahead and grab you a screenshot of that if you're here, if you got a way to do it.
Yeah.
And so all these numbers, it's hard to buy some things in, these quantities. If it says like 7.5 pounds of beans, obviously you're going to buy 8 pounds or 10 pounds.
10 pounds
so
or whatever.
Round up.
To get,
Things like mayonnaise doesn't store for a long period.
No.
Salad dressing, there's the fats and oils. You've got to have some fats. You can't live off of high calorie, low fat.
Right.
So having some of these things in there that it does have a shelf life unopened for a year on some of it a little longer. So remember, we're talking about a little shorter term window is kind of what we're shooting for here.
Right. Okay, and a lot of the people in here, you're talking about mayo. A lot of them have chickens like we do.
Yeah,
so if you've got your oil stored, you've got your mayo.
Yeah, if you pull the mayo out of this list, if you've got eggs from your chickens and you've got oil, you can make your own mayo.
Right.
Right. So again, this is just trying to give you an idea of the combination it takes to get, and it's based off of, you want at least 2,000 calories per day for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in a situation where you're needing this for whatever reason, if you're having to support yourself physically, around the homestead or whatever, you're going to need more calories than that. So you want to figure high. You want to figure 2,500 calories at least, because you're going to be exerting a lot more physical effort. All right, so hopefully they're able to grab that one. Who do we have next?
The Sheerans.
So what do we need?
5 adults, 4 kids for 1 year.
5 adults, 4 kids for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 adults, 4 kids for 12 months. So Kat, grab a screenshot of this. And you see it's large quantities, but think about it. If it's for a year, it takes a lot of food.
It does.
And you need to find a way, if you're going to really work towards this goal, you need to look for ways to get bulk, large quantities bulk. And there's ways you can buy. I wouldn't suggest ordering some of it through, you can order it by the case, already prepared.
It's a little more expensive
It's a lot more expensive. You can do it that way and kind of piecemeal it together. We started off that way. Then we actually ended up getting a can sealer and doing our own, buying bags, 50-pound sacks of stuff. Right. And that's an investment. But, when you're talking about these quantities, it can get expensive. So you've got to figure out the best way to do it. Do your research on that.
I'm cracking up how everybody's putting that they have like 1 adult, 2 adults, and then a 16-year-old that eats for 2, and then.
So Patty wants to know if we can print her off a copy and
mail it to her.
Send it to her. So she likes to have it on paper. We can figure something out for you, Patty.
I like paper too.
So Farmer Meemaw, it's not male or female. It's just based off of at least 2,000 calories per day per person. So per adult.
I lost one of them, so I'm just looking over here.
Yeah. So Natalie, this isn't the garden planning spreadsheet. This is the food storage calculator. I've also got a spreadsheet for feeding meat chickens. I've got spreadsheets for everything.
You do. When we start our meat chickens, we may have to share that because you got that figured out pretty well.
Yeah. I have kind of worked on how much to plant of each thing for garden planning. We didn't go at our garden that way this year. We went based off space. So. All right. So hopefully, Kat, were you able to grab a screenshot of that? Yeah, Jeff says factor all quantities as adults so you have some wiggle room. It's a good idea. It's how we did ours. We did ours as 5 adults, even though when we started it, they were, we had a couple of younger ones. So.
Right.
But again, set a realistic goal on a time frame that you can do, right? Start off, let's get 2 weeks worth, right? Let's get to a month. And then just keep working up. Some things you may come across the deal and say, man, I can knock out a year's worth of this. Mm-hmm. We'll do it. I mean.
Yeah, if anybody has a membership to one of those
a big box store or something like that.
You can easily get a bag of beans.
Sam's, of course, I don't know about right now, but usually they'll have 50-pound bags of pinto beans, 50-pound bags of rice. They've got 25-pound bags of popcorn.
The salt, you can get big.
Get big bags of salt.
Yeah.
And sugar. You can get varieties of rice. A lot of that stuff. And then the key is getting a way to seal it up for long-term storage. Right. If you're planning the true 25-year long-term storage. If you're just wanting to keep it, for a couple of years, you got a little more liberty with that.
Yeah. Bonnie Guffey was next, 3 adults. 6
this has powdered eggs on it because not everybody has the option to raise chickens.
Right. We use our eggs, but.
Yeah. So. All right, so who's next?
Bonnie Guffey.
Bonnie Guffey, what do we got?
3 adults for 6 months.
3 adults, 0 kids, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bonnie Guffey. There you go. Grab you a screenshot if you can. Hey, Tinker's wife.
Where are the vegetables? In the garden.
In the garden.
This is long-term storage.
Remember, this is all about long-term storage. This
just
isn't,
in case, whatever.
And this isn't
like we're
all you'll
right
be
now.
eating, right? This is, and we cook out of our pantry. We go get things out. We cycle things through, even though it has 25-year storage. Like, I'm craving something this, and go crack something open.
Right.
And again, this isn't an all-inclusive. You need some variety, but once you get your staples out of the way, that's when you start on all the other things.
Yeah.
The freeze-dried fruits and things like that give that, because you're going to have those desires for the sugary treats or whatever, stuff like that, but it's not a priority, right?
Right.
Now, you can make your own. You can dehydrate and things, but it won't store quite as long. There's Nathan, 3 adults, 1 kid, 12 months. Got that?
No. Where is it?
Samson Farms. 3 adults, 1 kid, 12 months.
All right. You have been asked several times if you made this chart yourself.
I've got several variations of it, and I honestly can't remember this. This was the most simplistic to put up tonight. And I honestly can't remember if this is one of my variations or if it's a trim down from another one. I actually had to go back 2 laptops ago
to find this
one.
Because we've had it for a while.
Because everything I have...
Which goes along with Bryant's comment there. He said,
What's
you've
that?
been waiting on this for years.
What's up, Brian? So
we have kind of had this prepared.
No, I mean, it's not about, and none of it is about, end of the world stuff, right? I mean, a lot of people feel like right now it's end of the world stuff, and I don't.
I don't. It's just unknown.
I think
that's why it's scary.
It's going to be a disruption that a lot of people have never been exposed to. The way that it's panning out, right? When have you seen schools closed for 4 to 8 weeks?
Right.
When have you seen churches closed for weeks? When have you seen restaurants going to carry out only or closed altogether? They're talking about closing, all those things that people take for granted and just go. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have access to food, but all it does is it's going to incite more panic. And you've seen how people responded, and you can't rely on society to behave in a logical manner in trying times, right?
Yeah.
Even though, if you sit down and think about what is the direct, immediate effect of the core of this problem, right? And it's not, I'm not dismissing it, and I'm not a stick your head in the sand kind of person, but look at what's the levels of risk and what's presenting the risk, right? Because you're always taught, identify the worst risk, the most immediate risk, and deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's, at work, or it's a risk on the street, or, is my roof going to fall in, or is my grass going to get too tall? What's more immediate, what's more dangerous, and deal with it, right? So the way that society is reacting, you see this from the restaurants, things that aren't going to help you, in a situation like this, it just kind of tells you you can't rely on society to come together and help each other out. Just take care of yourself. So, yeah, don't forget water. You need 2 gallons of water minimum per day per person. Minimum. You're going to need a lot more than that when you start taking. That's drinking and cooking your food, because a lot of this stuff like grains and all that, you need the water to cook it, right? So, we've got a Berkey, so you can use rainwater or whatever.
Yeah, I like that farmer meemaw down there. Jen's saying that school buses are still running their routes and
delivering food.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff's talking about always prepared for job loss, and potential furlough, and that's what's going to get people. That's what's having this immediate effect where this virus is not in your neighborhood,
right?
But you're told stay at home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? And
4 weeks.
And they're in a lot of places they're seriously enforcing it. I mean, it's a lockdown. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb if your community is on lockdown and they want zero travel, and you are trying to go get something.
Yeah.
You're going to stick out like a sore thumb, right?
Yeah.
So
Brett's here. He says
Brett.
a chart.
A different one.
Yeah, this chart is long-term food storage calculator.
All right, so
Happy
is
Valley.
that Bonnie?
Yeah.
Hopefully you got a screenshot of that. So who's next?
Happy Valley.
Happy Valley.
3 children, 3 adults, 6 months.
All right, 3 adults, 3 children, 6 months. So let's add in 3 kids there. So Happy Valley, if you're still in here, grab you. And I saw somebody said a screenshot on the phone wouldn't work. I know it works on mine to do that.
I don't know either.
So I don't know if let me know. And if nothing else, if you can't get a screenshot, just look at the totals. Right, grains, 672 pounds. Right, fats and oils, 18 pounds.
Yeah.
Legumes, 126 pounds. And like I said, you can split this up. We don't have stores of soybeans.
No.
Yeah,
we didn't do everything on this list.
It's just giving you an idea of a variety, right? If you need 126 pounds of pinto beans because that's all you can find, that takes care of you. Now, are you going to get sick of pinto beans? Yeah, but you're not going to starve, right?
Right.
That's what we're saying. Get the staples, then focus on the variety.
Yeah.
So if you can't get a screenshot, just be sure to write down the totals of these 6 categories, and maybe make some notes of what makes that up. And we may try to find somewhere to post a screenshot of just what this is, of what the categories are. And I'll take out the variables. I'll kick it back to 1 adult for 1 month and 1 child for 1 month or something like that. Or you can just take the totals that are on there for a year and divide it by 12, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like Wendy can't do it on her phone.
Can't do it on her phone either.
Tinkers have not done a single adult, but
I did. I wrote it down. Yep.
And just for how long? So, Happy Valley got it on their phone. All right, who's next?
Next, Patty, 3 adults.
12 months?
For 12 months.
So it's going to be twice the 6 month there?
Yep.
So basically you can take that first column and multiply it times 3, because that first column gives you an adult per year. So Ecocentric said, relying on being able to produce my own food, the things I can't produce I probably don't need. I'd like to agree that I think we could all do that, because it is a big part of our goal too.
Well, honestly, yeah, because rice and pasta are things that we're honestly trying to get away from.
And depending upon how many mouths you're trying to feed, the chances of being able to do that vary, and it'd be great. As much as we're able to grow, as much as we can do, I still am not at a point where I want to trust that we can grow 100% of everything we need year round.
Yeah.
Right? Because you never know what's going to happen. It's just like the situation we're in 3 months ago. Did any of us see this coming? Right? Yeah. So all it takes is one drought, one
ice storm,
tornado. A tornado.
Those have happened
anything.
to all of us.
And if you're trying to grow every bit of it and it's all wiped out in a matter of seconds, you can't replace that in a matter of seconds.
Right.
It takes a lot of time to get that stuff growing again. So definitely it is a part of the plan. It's a big part, because it's by far way healthier food than the majority of this.
Yeah.
Right? But we all carry insurance, and that's all this is. It's an insurance policy that nobody can cancel on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Jeff has a good point. If you buy extra quantities while you're out doing your normal shopping, it'll add up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does. And that's how we did a lot of ours.
We did.
Is just, spend 10% more on our grocery shopping than our normal budget for a while. And we just started building stuff up. And then, and then as opportunities arise, buy in larger quantities.
Yeah.
And keep a list, stay organized about it, what your goal is, what you have, and really look for those opportunities to maximize your spending.
Yeah. All right. Next
Did you get Kira's?
is
3 adults, 3 children. How
Yeah.
long, Kira? All right, who's next?
Next is Jen, Farmer Meemaw, 4 adults. She
4
didn't say
adults.
how long, so we could just do.
Do 1 month.
Okay.
All right, Farmer Meemaw. Here is 4 adults for 1 month. And again, the totals off to the far right of each group. So you need 100 pounds of grains per month. And this again, 1 month, 4 adults.
Yeah, so just, if you want to do 2-3 months, whatever, just multiply it.
And fats and oils aren't added up because they vary in quantities or units. You've got pounds, you've got gallons, quarts, things like that. So you just got to make sure you got plenty of fats and oils.
Yeah.
If you can't capture the screen. So that was for Farmer Meemaw?
Yep.
Jen, were you able to grab a screenshot of that? Hello, Arkansas Woodcutter. Welcome.
All right.
Jen, if you're having trouble with it, let me know. We can try to get it to you.
Yeah.
K-Doodle, it depends on the device you're on. I know on Android or Samsung phones, the power button and the home button, push them both at the same time.
Mine, you just
Maximize your screen.
swipe the screen.
Yours, you just swipe it.
I just swipe across the screen while it's there.
So there's different ways.
Yep.
And I haven't tried that. Probably works on mine too. Both our phones are
Probably.
Samsung. So.
Yeah. I just literally slide my finger across.
Yeah, well, hold it up and show them that. So on her phone,
I just swipe right across, and it just took a picture.
yeah, kind of laying your finger flat on it, and so try that. Diana Buffer, hello. All right, who's next?
Next we have Simply Southern Roots.
Simply Southern Roots.
5 adults, 1 child.
5 adults, 1 child. Any?
I don't have a specific time, so.
All right, so we're just gonna leave it at 1 month.
Yep.
Unless you tell me different. Simply Southern Roots.
Yeah.
If you're still in here and you want more than 1 month, let me know. I'll change it real quick. Yep, still in here. So
This one's yours.
I'll watch for your response.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of a delay, so. Happy Inches Little Homestead. Hey, screenshot with laptop. Just hit print screen. And then you can go to something like Word or Paint or anything and just paste it and it'll put it right in there. It'll be an image. It won't be, a document or anything like
says
that.
12 months.
12 months.
And Wendy, you're next, so I don't have a time period on yours. So if you have a certain amount of months that you want to know.
All right, Simply Southern Roots. There you go. 5 adults, 1 child for 12 months. And remember, like on grains, on wheat, 1 case of 6 number 10 cans weighs approximately 43 pounds. So it takes quite a bit of storage. Mama Z's, got that?
Yep,
3 adults,
I
2
did.
months. All right. Brett says to screenshot on an iPhone, close the chat, turn the phone sideways, press home and power buttons at the same time. So it's very similar to mine. Yeah, get it as full screen as you can. That way when you reopen the image and zoom in, it's nice and clear.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Simply Southern Roots is good.
Okay. Wendy's next for 4 adults.
4 adults.
Yeah, I never got a.
Oops, no, you don't want 40.
That's a lot.
4, 0,
people
and
to be-
how long, Wendy?
Yeah.
We'll start off with 1 month. Thank you, Kira.
Creaky chair.
Was it?
Yeah. It's a chair. I promise.
All right, Wendy, I got you up for 1 month here. 100 pounds of grains, 20 pounds of beans or legumes. If you want peas, lentils, dry beans.
Yeah, whatever.
Your sugars, 20 pounds. And you can buy a 25-pound bag of sugar if you want to do all processed sugar. Honey is a good substitute.
Yeah, honey doesn't go bad. So.
Yep. And yeah, it never goes bad. So
one of these days maybe we'll have bees and we can just not have to worry about that so much, but that's not today.
Evaporated or dry milk, non-fat dry milk is what you're going to get, because it'll store. You see varying, and some of it depends on how it's packaged. You can buy cases from the LDS. Was there 10 packages in there? They're like 2.5 pounds, maybe.
Yeah, something
like that.
And I'll be honest, I'm not going to use it for drinking.
Nope. But it doesn't.
It's good for baking, though.
It doesn't taste like good milk, right? But yeah, it's great for baking. I mean, you can drink. I mean, you can make it up. And some people like it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just telling you. But I do like it for baking. Cereal. I'll just mix it in with my dry ingredients and then add water.
You got Diana Buffer?
That's what I'm getting right now.
4 adults, 2 children. Unless you tell us otherwise, I'll do it for 1 month there.
Yep.
Arkansas woodcutter, I think it's 2 or 3 months. Be as a number to have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So what kind of wheat? Where it says wheat, that is whole wheat berries, and red or white doesn't matter. We have both. White we usually prefer for bread making. Red is good to. You can cook them whole like a breakfast. You can grind them up.
Yeah, we do.
I think it has a little higher protein. I don't know. I don't notice a huge difference. It's not like going between AP and bread flour, between red and white.
I'll tell you, if you're going to grind it for flour and you're going to cook with it, it is a wetter dough than you think. And if you try to make it as dry as you would if you're making any other rolls or whatever, it's going to be so dense and heavy. So you just have to kind of adjust your mindset to that ground wheat is
Brett.
wet.
Brett, if your LDS has a home center nearby, it's usually very nondescript. You got to do a little research to find it.
Yeah.
They have a dry goods side and a kind of a grocery side with coolers and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to be a member to go in the side where all the grocery is.
Yeah.
But on the dry goods, anybody can buy. You can go in and it's all bulk. They have a lot of stuff that's already pre-canned. You can buy individual cans or by the case, or they have wheat in 25-pound bags, which that's the only thing we've ever seen in bulk that we've had access to.
Yeah. But they have other things too. Like they have sliced apples.
Oh yeah, they got the cinnamon, the freeze-dried, or is it dehydrated? I think it's freeze-dried. Anyways, it's it's cinnamon apples. They've got onions. They've got the beans, pastas, all kinds of stuff.
Hot cocoa even, which is actually really good.
Yep. So
the kids like that a lot.
All right, so who's next?
Next is the HIS. Happy.
Alrighty, what we got?
2 adults and 1 teen. So really like 3 adults.
So let's do 3.
Yeah.
And time frame? Nope. So we'll do 1 month.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So for HIS, get 3 adults. We put the teen as an adult.
And you can even add a child if you think they eat a lot.
Kira wants a message about where to get stuff. So
okay.
Send her a message.
I will, yeah.
Yep. So there's not an LDS food center in most communities. There's only one in Oklahoma, and it's near Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Other states may have more. You can look up home storage center.
They have online.
If you look up online, I think it's Provident Living. May have a link to them. Gosh, I can't remember how we found out about it. I mean, we've made several trips to this one. They have limited hours, so you got to get familiar with their hours. But it's a pretty good deal. The prices are very reasonable, and especially if you save up a whole bunch at once, make it worth the trip. So, there you go. Happy Inches, little homestead. Got it. All right.
He does eat a lot. Yeah.
Who's next? I want to try to get everybody.
Rustic Traditions.
3 adults?
Yep. 3 adults, 1 teen, so 4 adults and 2 kids.
All right, so we're going to do 4 adults, 2 kids, and give a time frame?
No.
All right, so there's 1 month. Just multiply whatever you need. So that's for Rustic Traditions?
Yes.
need to fix. It's round. It's not. Some of the columns I didn't change the rounding on.
Oh, I see.
So I knew it would make it kind of. So just round those numbers up. So yeah, Brett says you can get a digital copy of the LDS Preparedness Manual for free online. Yep. You can also order a lot of their stuff from them directly by the case.
Yeah.
It's if you don't have the means to seal stuff up, it may be your only option. It's usually way more expensive. I did notice that the last time we were looking at wheat to buy the cans and everything to go with it and the wheat, that there had been a shift in the price where it was about the same price to just buy it already canned.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't looked at that in a while, so I don't know if that's still the case or not.
Right.
Figure you're going to have some money in the cans and the cases and all that, which we do. All right, Rustic Traditions has got it. Arkansas Woodcutter says, while you're at it, 6 adults have a neighbor for 3 months.
6 adults, 3
when we
months.
get to yours, we'll...
Got it.
All right, so who's next?
Kira. She put 3 adults, 3 kids. How long, Kira?
You want more than 1 month on there, Kira? Yep, thanks for putting the link, Provident Living. Patty's on the phone and computer.
Okay.
Trying to get that screenshot.
Yeah.
6 months.
6 months for him.
All right, there you go. I'll give it a little bit of time here.
Yep.
And if y'all have any questions, once we get outside of the live, you can either comment in the comments of the video, or if you go, if you don't already follow us on Facebook, you can go over there and send a message or post on there. Try to answer any other questions that come up. So. Yeah, North Star Prepsteader. Yeah, it's not always convenient to get to the center, and that's why I said if you save up to make a big purchase at once, make
trip.
it worth it. Ours is an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half.
So it's not a run down every weekend and buy a little bit more.
No.
It's save up and go load up. So, and we've taken friends with us. We're all buying at once.
Yep.
Just gather up in the truck and go fill the entire truck bed with stuff. So, yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew.
Good morning to you.
Morning to you, evening to us. Yeah. Hi, Amy. Welcome.
Bye, Kat.
You're welcome, Kat. We'll see you later.
Kira, get it?
Kira got you a screenshot?
Oh, she did say 6 months. That's right. And you got that up there.
Yep, got that up there.
So Nathan is next.
All right, so
2 adults, 1 kid, 12 months. I think if I wrote that down right.
Yeah, Jesse, I got a bit of a haircut.
Yeah.
So who's next?
Nathan.
Nathan, what did you say?
I wrote down, but I think 2 adults, 1 kid, 12 months. Tell me if I'm wrong on the amount of adults. I think I'm right.
You still in here, Nathan? I'll go ahead and punch in.
Yeah, 2 adults, 1 kid for 12 months.
1 kid, 12 months. All right. And I'll watch for you to correct me if that's wrong.
Yeah.
So that's about 750 pounds of grains, 150 pounds of beans of some variety.
It sounds like a ton, but it's for a whole year. So.
Yep. It's really, beans, you're talking about 6.5 pounds roughly per can. So 36 plus pounds per case. It's about 4 to 5 cases. And this stuff you can fit under your bed or in the closet or pantry or whatever. So it's Living Water Farm and Homestead. 6 adults, 5 children. Oh, that's 12 months on. Did you tell me to put 12 or did I just leave it 12?
I touched 12.
Okay.
I believe.
Nathan. Yep.
Yep,
you did. All right, so he's got it.
Yep.
So let's look at Tinker's wife.
For one adult.
One adult. How long?
I don't think she said.
All right, we'll just go back to 1 month. Andrew White says 2 adults, 4 kids. And Andrew, I know you joined late, so it's kids are 7 and under. So if that's, let me know if that's still the case. Any kid over 7 would count as an adult.
Because they're going to eat plenty.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Tinker's wife. Here's 1 adult for 1 month. Kira was changing Steven's diaper. So.
All right.
Yeah, Kira got a screenshot. So.
Cool.
All right, so is Tinker's wife still in here? I hadn't seen a comment in the last little bit. Let's look. Oh, can't tell. So Andrew says 3 over 7.
All right.
So it'll be 5
She's
adults
up to-
and 1 kid.
Hmm?
I already had 2 adults. Oh, or is that 3 kids over 7? I assume he had 2 adults, 4 kids.
Okay. So we're changing it to what?
That's what I'm asking. Is that 3 of the kids are over 7? I'd assume probably so.
Probably so. So that would just be, yeah. We'll change
It
to
may
5.
just be 3. 1 kid over 7, making it 3 total.
Now you're confusing me.
All right. All right. Who's after Tinker's wife?
Mama Z.
Mama
3
Z.
adults for 2 months.
3 adults for 2 months.
Yep.
All right, Mama Z's. And Andrew, if you could throw in there.
Correct. He says correct.
He says correct. All right, it's mine not. One down there.
5 adults.
There we go.
1 kid. That's what we'll do.
All right. So Mama Z's 3 adults for 2 months.
Yeah.
150 pounds of grains, 30 pounds of legumes, 30 pounds of sugar, and then just a variety of all your other stuff.
And the yeast will freeze.
Yep, yeast can go in the freezer.
Because it has a short shelf life.
Yep.
But if you put it in the freezer, it will actually extend that.
Yeah, 3 brats over 7.
Gotcha.
I can relate.
We have
Got the
3
same
over
thing.
7.
Yep. All right. Mama Z's still in here. Yep, got it. All right, who's next?
Alrighty. Diana Buffer.
Diana Buffer.
4 adults, 2 kids, and I don't have a time period. So
All right,
just-
so we'll do 1 month.
Yep.
For Diana Buffer in Tulsa. This is 1 month. If you want more than that, tell me and I'll change it. Again, that weird combination where it's not rounding.
Yeah.
So that's not too intimidating for a month's worth of food. As far as your quantities, 125 pounds of grains. That's 5 bags.
Yeah.
They varied anywhere from $7 to $11 a bag. There, she got it. Right.
Alrighty.
So, all right, who's next?
Next is Arkansas Woodcutter. 6 adults.
Oh wait,
3
Diana
months.
Buffer.
Yeah, Diana.
1 month is fine. Okay.
1 month. Okay.
Yeah. So
Give her
make
a
sure you
chance
got
to make
Mama
sure she
Z's.
got-
Mama Z's got her.
Yeah.
We're on Diana now.
Yeah.
Make sure you.
Diana got a chance to copy.
Yeah. Get you a screenshot or get this wrote down. I started to jump ahead too quick.
Yeah.
How many you got on the next page?
Just.
All right. So we'll
Not
make
too
sure
many.
we get through everybody.
Well, I think who we normally jump off for has already gone live today.
Yeah.
I think they did that.
Oh,
already.
yeah,
So
we
if we
keep
stay
going
a
if we
little
need
while,
to.
If anybody wants us to.
You're welcome, Heaven's Essentials. I'm a numbers person too.
Yeah, he likes all this.
All right. Who's next?
Arkansas woodcutter.
Arkansas woodcutter.
6 adults for 3 months.
6 adults, no kids.
Right.
3 months.
Yeah.
There you go. So about 450 pounds of grains. 90 pounds of legumes. 90 pounds of sugars. So the peanut butter, there's actually peanut butter powder you can get from Emergency Essentials.
And once again, you can mix it with water and honey or whatever and eat it like peanut butter, but
it's
I
not
prefer it
quite
for
as
baking.
good. So, and that's good to mix into stuff.
I put it in smoothies.
Yeah, smoothies or like you've made cookies and stuff out of it.
Yep.
It
and
was
it works
good.
fine for that. Yeah.
Now, remember, the more stuff you buy that's dry, it lasts longer, but you need more water to consume it.
Right.
So it's finding that balance.
Yeah, Karen McCleary's making a good point to make sure you buy what you're going to actually use.
Yep.
That's true. And that's why there's so many options and why there's a total, like the grains is 450 grains. Well, you may not want cornmeal, but you know you'll use wheat or whatever. So yeah, definitely.
So we don't have a
numbers.
stockpile of cornmeal. We have popcorn. Right?
Right. And then we
canned up. Now you can make popcorn. You can grind it, make cornmeal.
Mm-hmm.
You can grind it really fine, make corn flour.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of options with it if you've got a mill to do that, which we do. But definitely, your diet, eating out of long-term storage, your diet will not be the same as it is going to the grocery store every week.
Right.
Your meals are going to look different. So it's a good practice to learn how to cook out of your pantry, to use those things, and make some variety. If you just have pinto beans and all you ever do with pinto beans is make brown beans,
you're gonna get
and
bored.
cornbread, you'll get bored of that, right? So
you can actually make a flour out of the beans too.
We've ground beans to make flour and split it with wheat flour and it made stuff. So, HIS got time to go eat. You're welcome. Have a good week. All right, Arkansas Woodcutter's got it.
Yeah, this is North Star Prep Center's asking if this is just dry storage.
This is look at it as long-term storage.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back because in the fats and oils, they're not as long-term, but that's the main focus of this.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yes, the majority of it is dry, long-term storage. So. But it's also, if we break it down into a shorter quantity, it's how to get you through a patch, right?
Right.
If you've got concerns about meeting your needs over covering a time frame, a window, say you're planting a garden now, but nothing but radishes and things like that are going to be ready for 28 days, and you're worried that next week you might get cut off from the grocery store about the time your last grocery meal or that one runs out, and you've got 2-week window where you got to fill that. Should you accumulate a little bit of this now?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's not about meeting all your needs. It's about filling a gap.
Understand only buy what you eat, which is true. But also, if you buy this stuff, start getting used to how to use it.
Yeah.
So that you don't run to that period where you actually need this and then you have no idea how to cook it or you don't care. You just kind of get used to adding it to your diet.
Yeah. Yeah, Kira, we'll keep going if we need to.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to. We usually try to jump off right at 7 because of Roots and Refuge. Don't want to drag over on theirs, but they did theirs
early today.
A couple hours ago. So,
I have Amy Living Water. Was it Living Water Farm and Homestead?
Yep.
Is that okay? 6 adults, 5 children. I don't have a time frame. So
6 adults, 5 children.
Yep.
We'll do 1 month. All right. So there's Amy there. So here's yours, Amy. This is for 1 month.
Yep.
If you want to grab that, and then I can change it to 6 months, 12 months, whatever, you can grab that too. So North Star Prep Sir said just canned up chicken, pork chops, beef roast, corned beef, mushrooms, mushroom broth this weekend. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It's great work too, because then you have all of that to the side.
Yeah, and it's stuff you eat. It's good stuff.
And you know where it came from and all that.
Yeah. The Arkansas Woodcutter, if it's been years ago on that water test, it might be good to maybe have it tested again.
Yeah.
I don't know. but yeah, having a plan, knowing what you have available is a big part of it.
Yeah. All right, Amy's got it.
All right.
Andrew is next.
Andrew.
You're what? 5 adults,
I was
1
like,
kid.
I was gonna just say, see if she comes back with a different time frame.
Okay.
3 would be great.
3
3 months. There we go. I had a feeling.
Yeah, and that just kind of gets us all through this and whatever else.
All right,
We
Amy,
actually heard a story
There's your
about
3 month.
a family that the wife came down with cancer and the husband lost his job at the same time.
It's actually fairly local.
Yeah. And so they actually had a year's worth of storage, which eliminated the need to have to go to the grocery store for a whole year.
Yep.
While they were getting through the loss of a job and the cancer.
Yep.
So.
Oh, you're welcome, North Star. Look back, see if I missed any comments. So we have a video that we made several months ago on the channel. If you go back and look at it, actually about our pantry. So you can go back and watch that. And it, it just shows a lot of this in application, in practice.
Right.
So, yeah. All right. So there's your 3 months.
Yeah. And Andrew's the last one I have right now.
Last one so far.
5
All right.
adults and 1 kid. But I don't have a time frame, so.
5 adults, 1 kid. All right, Andrew.
And you've got it set still on 3 months, so.
Thank you, Arkansas Woodcutter. You're welcome. And I've got on 3 months.
Yeah. And I didn't have a specific time, but, just whatever Andrew's wanting.
Yeah, and North Star not having to worry about going to the grocery store. I
Right.
mean, that's a big thing. And
Yeah.
we've ran into that where we were coming up on grocery day. I mean, we buy groceries once every 2 weeks, and it varies in how much we need to buy. And it's getting to be less and less.
Yep.
But coming right up on that and say, we have bad winter weather, and we don't want to go. We don't want to get out in it to go.
Just don't feel like it.
We have what we need.
We've heard of another family that they have a fairly tight budget, and so they would have like band trip coming up. So they'd say, okay, we're not going grocery shopping this month because we have other expenses that need to be paid, but they had the storage, so they could do that.
Amy, I'll go back to yours and let you write down the totals. So she had a hard time screenshotting.
Okay.
So Andrew, if you're still in here, you're welcome, Amy. I'll punch hers back up here.
Yeah.
And I'll come back to Andrew's too. Make sure he gets that. All right, so what was it? It was 6 adults, 5 children, 3 months.
Yeah.
All right, Amy, so you're going to want 635 pounds of grains. And that includes your wheat, oats, rice, pasta, fats and oils. I'd focus, the peanut butter. If you've got eggs, if you've got chickens,
Yeah.
you're getting some fats from that. So that kind of counts into that, right? So we don't put a huge amount of priority on the fats and oils because of the chicken stuff. And then also if you're, and I'll come back to yours again, Andrew. When you're making chicken broth, the fat's still in there. You're cooking whole chickens. You don't skin them. Keep the fat in the skin, so you're getting those fats in there. With this stuff that's a little shorter storage, we don't worry too much about it. Write down Kira's.
Yep.
And then beans, just variety, 120 pounds, 126 pounds of sugars, and then all your little stuff you can pick up as you go to the store here and there. So let's punch Andrew's back in. Make sure he got his.
5 adults, 1 kid.
5 adults, 1 kid.
We didn't have a specific time,
1
but
month.
1 month is easy to figure out.
So about 140 pounds of grains, This is 1 month. 27, so it'll be about 30 pounds of beans. And I refer to it that way, but beans, peas, lentils, things like that. All of your legumes. So.
Yep.
But you always hear rice and beans, beans and rice, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you able to get a screenshot of this, Andrew? Yeah, Kira, I would just asking, does it count if those children are under 1? Yes.
I would go ahead and count them because you're planning for
Yeah, you're not planning for
future.
Necessarily today.
Yeah.
With this stuff, you can store for long term, so it'd be 5 or 6 years before you need to up theirs to an adult's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew says monthly.
Yep, that's 1 month.
Yeah, it's 1 month.
Yep.
A lot of people, the sugars also, if you have bees, I know a lot of people do. We don't yet, so you might have that honey a lot easier to take care of there.
Yep. Did you get the time frame on Kira's?
No.
3 months. Okay.
3 months on the first
other one.
Yeah.
Too.
Both.
Yeah, Amy's inherited a few more adults. Social isolate. I can get that.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew's got it. So let's punch in
All right.
Kira's little one here.
5 adults, 1 child for 3 months.
Okay, so that's the 5 adults. That's just 3 times what was up there.
Okay.
So she got that. She probably wrote down the 1 month one. 1 month of it.
Yeah.
And then 4 adults, 3 kids.
Yeah.
For 3 months.
Right.
There's 4 adults, 3 kids for 3 months. Oh, she just wants 1 month. 4 adults, 3 kids, 1 month.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about prepping.
This is my kind of stream, yeah. Let's change it to a month.
Yep. Kira's kind of a computer guru, so I think she probably
got it right now, I'm sure. That's everybody we have right now, unless anybody else wants us to punch in their numbers.
Anybody else have any on punch up?
See if I missed any other questions.
Yeah, I don't see anything. All right, I'm going to pull it down from the screen for just a minute. We can bring it back.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow. Right. Made the chat hide.
Oh, I can't see the chat. Yeah, I got to bring it back. All right, there you go. All right, Kira's got them.
Kira's got it, all right.
All right, I want to see what else we have here that might help everybody out.
He's digging through more lists.
See what we have.
Maybe.
May not be able to open some of it.
Yeah. What did you have for dinner? What did we have?
Dinner. We had goulash.
Yeah, we did have goulash tonight. I was trying to think. Oh.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get it out of the way.
Okay. Let's talk about prepping. He's asking if we've done 5 adults already tonight. I don't remember, but we can do it right now.
Yeah. Let's see here. We'll talk about some shelf life real quick. And then we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at some shelf life stuff. Oh, darn.
Hi, Lacey. Thanks for coming.
Blow it up there. There we go. Got to open the chat back up. Can't see you. Hold on. All right. Catch you later, Lacey. Yeah, I'll go back and do 1 adult.
Yeah, 5 adults.
If
and
you
then
got
one
a
adult.
screenshot, if you're able to get a screenshot, the far left column is 1 adult for 1 year. So that's no matter what combination I put in, the far left of each side is 1 adult for 1 year. Right next to that is 1 kid for 1 year. So if you've got a screenshot, you do have that information too for a full year. So this food storage, it's a shelf life. So you can see the difference between flour and whole wheat berries. I think saying 5 years for flour is very generous.
I do too.
I don't think it's that long.
I don't either. We keep it whole.
So this isn't mine. This is something I pulled off the internet. I don't remember when. But you can see things that you don't, if you don't expose that oil, the fats and the oils and something to the environment, it'll hold longer, store longer. There's stuff in here. I don't even know what this is. So I just wanted to bring up something that, bell peppers, 8 years.
I wouldn't.
I don't know how they're
come
storing that. So I don't know. But all right. Just kind of want to show an example of kind of, the difference between just whole wheat and wheat flour.
Yeah.
Right. So see if I can get rid of this.
Elaine is asking, where did you find the food calculator app? Didn't you do that one?
So that was what I said earlier. That one, I can't remember if that's one I started with. I've done several of them.
He likes to make spreadsheets.
Yeah. And I'll change them. I'll make several versions.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if this one was bigger and I trimmed it down, or if I started from scratch on this one. Again, I think I said earlier, I had to go back, not this computer, not the laptop I had,
right.
the laptop before that, to find this particular one.
Right.
So.
You're going to do just 5 adults for
somebody said something about 1 adult.
Yeah, Andrew White did. Let's talk about prepping. Ask for 5.
5 adults?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about prepping. Say how long?
Nope.
All right.
So this will be for 1 month then, unless you have a specific time that you want us to change it to.
Well, you can see standard per adult per year. So 63 pounds for 1 month. Yeah. For 5 adults, yeah. And then you've got your single. Your single for 1 year is the 150 on the far left.
That could be heavens. Yeah. I'm just saying, could be dehydrated, possibly.
And it said 8 years. So in a oxygen absorbing can, with oxygen absorbers in the can, fully dehydrated.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Now freeze dried, they'll be good for a long time.
I was just laughing. He said 1 month is good. Aims for 6, but can multiply.
Yep. So there's 1 month.
It's always good to know how to multiply.
Yep.
Math.
So if I take 5 adults, 12 months, this is roughly what we worked off of.
Yeah, because we just counted all the kids as adults.
Let's go back to 1 month. Yeah, Patty said inherited some flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's sealed up, most likely will hold. But like I said, once it starts to go rancid and those oils start to turn, it'll store a little longer if it's frozen. If it's sealed and frozen.
Right.
But it's really just not worth it. I mean, grain mills, there's all different varieties, right?
Yeah.
See you later, Andrew. Did we get the other one he was wanting?
I think so. It was just
One
the one
adult?
adult. I think he did that.
Yeah. There's one adult for 1 month. If you're not already gone.
Good night, Bonnie.
Catch you later, Bonnie. Yeah, it's always better to count kids as adults if you can.
Especially if you're planning for long term. You know, they're going to keep growing.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
I don't either. I think we're talking about the flour, not lasting.
Yeah, if you can get your hands on the grain mill, it's better to store the whole wheat berries, and the corn and all that.
Yeah.
You can also use a grain mill. You can use our grain mill. I don't know if you can use all of them. Use it to grind coffee. You can make nut butters.
Yep.
So you can grind your own peanut butter, or whatever you can get your hands on. So.
Yep. Didn't Patty want us to mail her something? Is that what we're talking about? Do you want to get numbers or anything?
She can send me a message.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Patty, what combination did you already have hers?
No. Oh, do I?
Is that her?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe not. Yeah, Patty, tell me, if we work yours up to get it to you, what combination do you want? How many adults, how many kids, how many months?
Kara wants 6 adults for a month.
Patty, we bought all of our wheat berries through the LDS home center.
Yep. And we use them to grind to make bread, but we also use them just to cook for a hot breakfast
boil
cereal.
them.
Yep.
And
you have to boil them for a while. They're not fast cookers.
35, 40
45 minutes. Yeah.
45 minutes.
But they're good. I actually really like those. And that's when I'll use a little bit of peanut butter powder.
Let's talk about prepping. I believe this one's based off 2,000 calories per day for adults. And it'd be, I guess, 1,000 calories a day for kids under 7. So, Patty wants 3 adults for a year.
Okay. That may be what we already did, but yeah.
Yep.
We'll mail that.
Yep.
And then Kira wants us to one more time put up 6 adults for 1 month. Is that what she said?
6
adults 6 adults
for
for a month. Because she's just going to count all the kids as adults.
There you go. Kira, 6 adults, 1 month. I didn't think about all their screenshots have our picture in it.
Oh, they do. You get to see us. That's funny.
Screenshot now.
Yeah.
Screenshot now.
Okay, 2000's good.
Yeah, we talked about earlier. Let's talk about prepping. We talked about, if you're actually in a situation where, it's not business as usual, and you're having to garden heavily, you're having to chop firewood, you're having to do all those things that we all hope that we never get in a position where we're
have to do.
It's the have to
out of normal,
and necessity. Anyway. Not just because things we want to do. It's a survival situation. We don't. None of us want to be in that. We definitely want to aim for 2,500 or plus, calories for the adults that are doing that work.
That are working in.
Because you're going to burn a lot.
Yeah.
So. But it's like anything else today. Adults should target about 2,000 calories a day just for day-to-day life. Right. Some of us could get by on less for a little while. So.
Personal photo.
Yeah, so then 3,000. Yeah, depending upon your exertion
and your size and all that.
Yeah, all that.
Because I really don't need as many calories a day as you.
No,
I'm a lot smaller.
You don't work as hard.
That's not true. That's not even true. No, I work pretty hard.
Do we have any others to punch in there? Yeah, and like brown sugar won't store as long. Jams, of course.
They'll last for a little while if you can them properly.
Yeah, you're not going to get 20 years. You're not going to get long-term storage.
Yeah, he's saying some of them aim for 1,500. Yeah. And it's just like you need to plan.
If you're going to be sedentary, and you have some way to do that, yeah, you could probably get by with that.
Yeah.
I mean, think about if somebody's on lockdown in their apartment in a metropolis and they've got power, they've got water, they just can't leave.
Yeah.
You could probably get by on 1,500 calories a day.
Yeah.
Because you're not on the go, you're not doing anything. But yeah, if you're out shoveling, splitting wood, all that stuff,
all the work, right?
you're going to burn it.
Yep.
So, and you got to have those fats. You got to have the fats in there. You got to have a balanced nutrients. So.
Yeah. She works hard. Yes, I do work hard. You know it too. That's why he moved over. He's afraid I was going to hit him because you know better.
Well, we've all seen Superman fly in the movies too, so cameras can do some awesome things. My editing skills are off the chain.
Whatever. I think everybody knows who's seen anything that we do that I work pretty hard. Yeah, we know. See? They've all seen your boots up.
Yeah, like that powdered fruit and veggie drink mix. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good tip there.
Yeah, we actually have a new dehydrator on the way. It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so that'd be good.
I don't know if any of y'all saw the link put up Friday.
Maybe.
I think it was Friday or Saturday. I don't know if it was yesterday. Excalibur dehydrator went on sale.
Yes.
Big price reduction. So I sent a link out.
Just use your charts and your feet propped up. Mm-hmm. I mean, not that this isn't work, but it's definitely a different work.
Yeah. I tell you what, this work's been way harder on my back and everything than the physical labor I've done.
Yep.
Yep.
Super greens powder.
Hemp protein powder, freeze dried fruit concentrate powder. Yep.
Okay. Might have to look into some of that.
Yeah, it's nutrient dense, high value, low volume type of stuff, right? You can get a lot of nutrient value out of a small addition of these concentrated powders.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't take up much of your storage space.
Right.
So, and you can get it without tasting it if you don't like it. You can work it into a smoothie or into a soup or something like that.
John has brain power. Does have that.
But I've lost my...
You lost your... Is that your brain power? Samson's beard.
Samson's beard, yeah.
Hair.
We're like... yeah, never mind.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Does anybody have any more questions? Are we... Yeah?
Let's run their view here.
Run what?
I said run their view.
Ruin their view.
They have to look at us.
Just see us. That's what they
Or
usually
see me.
Yep. So if there's any more questions or anybody else has numbers that you want to see. Tonight.
I've always wondered, has this thing got the coronavirus in it?
You are so weird.
Ow.
Mama keeps working even when Daddy's at work. Yeah. It's true. I mean, you're still out supporting, but yeah, it's true.
I can't say it's not true. I can't say it is true. I don't know. I'm not here.
Yes, you do know, because the things get done.
You got 3 little helpers that should be helping.
Whatever. Usually they're doing school, but it's spring break.
Not
I
always.
might put them to work this week.
There should be all kinds of things get done this weekend.
Should be.
We're supposed to get potatoes in the ground. It's been raining.
Yeah, it has been.
And the stuff that's where the potatoes need to go in isn't ready to come out.
No.
So we're off schedule.
A little bit. But that kale's been in there for a long, long time. And once that dehydrator gets here, then I may make us some kale chips or something.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way for the potatoes.
That's not that bad. Oh, wait.
Yes, it is. Both of
the red
out.
Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was scary. I didn't get to see it. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
It probably was scary. Wow, that was scary.
All right. Well, I guess maybe we could call it a night or something.
Yeah. call it a night tonight, and maybe we'll get a video out in the next day or two.
Yeah, we didn't shoot any video over the weekend. So
Nope, but I got some work I need to do. It was.
Excuse me.
It was raining a lot when we were
outside.
It was
raining. We had to put up an electric fence around the garden. Maybe we can show that this week.
Yeah.
Because somebody's dog or something wanted to trample through the garden at night. So
yeah.
I figured the electric fence around the garden was probably the more acceptable method to solve the problem. Even though it wasn't the first method that came to my mind.
Right.
So,
yeah, Kira's off schedule too because of the rain. You don't really want to take the camera and all that out in the rain, so messes up the shooting schedule. That's
it does. So, all right. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Hopefully you got some value out of this. And again, this isn't the only way. This isn't the only information. I'd suggest go out there, do your own research.
Yep.
Don't just take our word for it or go by, this is, even if it's just starting point.
And remember, pick and choose what you will eat.
Yep.
So take that total number and shift it around with what you'll actually eat.
And there's a lot of variations out there of what you should have or things to go by.
Yeah.
And this is just one, right? So just kind of it's one of the tools that we used. We actually we did a lot of side by side comparisons of several ones. So I'd suggest you do the same thing and look at what are your means, what's available, what would you want to have, and all that. And the key is don't do anything in a panic. Don't let what's going on around you affect your decisions. Get educated, get informed, and then do what you're comfortable with and build the experience and all the tools that you'll have from then on. And nobody can take that away from you. Right? So we got the store shut down right now while some stuff recovers. Within a couple of weeks, see a question there about the elderberry cuttings. Hopefully we'll have information out and have that back up soon. We didn't want to drain our stores to
and overwhelm the plants that we have.
Not our plants. We don't want to overtax them. So alrighty. Well, y'all have a good week. Yep. We decided we kick off the week, right? We don't wrap up the week.
We're kicking off this week. So
you got a good jump start on the week, and sure there's a lot of stuff coming at us over the next few days and weeks, but we'll get past this too, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, y'all have a good one and stay out of trouble. I won't, so don't even expect it.
You won't.
And we'll see you all next time.
Yep. Good night.
Have a good one. Bye.